So, day two. Yesterday, I had my consultation at Riva Dental Implant Centers in Arizona, in Gilbert. And well, there's a lot of things to go over. So, uh, fortunately, I have very little in the way of gum disease, which means I have very little bone loss in my upper and lower jaw. Um, I actually have very dense and thick bone in my jaw and on the upper, so I can get the largest implants, which are the most stable. Makes sense to me. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know these things, but that's what I was told. So the intent is to get, at this point, all on four, a full upper arch and a full lower arch. So that means they're going to be pulling all of the teeth that are currently in my mouth and replacing those with four implants on the bottom, four implants on the top, an upper arch and a lower arch, both made of zirconia. And the process makes me very, very nervous. I'm very scared of that. But the bigger one is price, and I'm sure people want to know what they're looking at price-wise. So this is a newer office with a company that is very well established, but this is a newer location, so they were offering a deal of $15,000 off of the procedure. So for me, I'm going to be financing $34,000, but the total price is actually going to be $40,000. So initially, without that $15,000 off, you'd be looking at about $55,000 for a full set of uppers and lowers. There are cheaper options out there. I don't know that they're better. I just know that they're cheaper. From what I've heard, the things that they offer are cheaper because they're cheaper. And when it comes to, my dental health and my quality of life for the rest of my life, having a, a bachelor's degree in my mouth, that makes sense a little bit. So yeah, I'll be paying for it for a long time, but I think my quality of life will certainly be improved. I'll be able to eat what I want to eat without pain, be able to smile and have, beautiful teeth. I do have a consult on this coming Tuesday to sit down with the actual doctor and basically design my smile, design my teeth, what I want them to look like. They don't just make a generic set of teeth and give them to you. You get what you want. You pay that kind of money, you get to have your smile designed. So, it's initially what will happen is they'll do the surgery under anesthesia, remove all the teeth, put in the implants, and that day they install a temporary arch on both top and bottom that is made out of a resin material that they can 3D print this resin. And it's pretty tough. It's stronger than acrylic, so it's actually stronger than a set of dentures. But it is still temporary. For the first week, you eat an all-liquid diet, so, protein shakes and soups and things like that. After about a week, you can start to eat soft food. When I asked the doctors what they meant by soft food, they said anything you can cut with the edge of a fork. Well, that's not weird for me because I have dental problems, and most people who do have dental problems have to eat relatively soft food anyway. So I don't really eat things that I can't cut with the edge of a fork. Like I won't be eating crunchy tacos or, things like that, but that's fine. Anything that you can cut with the edge of a fork, if it's soft enough. They consider ground beef to be a soft food. So, man, I'm down. Okay, I can eat that. Soft vegetables, soft potatoes, soft beef, that's totally fine. After 3 months of eating a soft food diet, Then you go back in. At that point, the gum line and the bone should be completely healed, and the gums will recede to the point that they're going to recede and basically be in their permanent position. At that point, they do a scan of the inside of your mouth, do a full 3D scan of the upper and the lower separately. That way they can make the new device for the upper and the lower to fit your gum line. So they then attach those with screws through the actual device that's made of zirconia, which is very dense and very heavy. And then they put a filler into the backside of the screws, and these look like your natural teeth. They look like real teeth, and they're the teeth that you designed, not the teeth that God gave you, but the teeth that you got to sit down and say, oh, I want my canines to be a little bit longer, or I want my incisors to be a little bit bigger. You get to actually shape your smile so that it looks the way you want it to look, which is cool. I like the idea of having a nicer smile. I mean, my teeth don't look bad, but they don't look great either. So I've never had that, that upfront pearly white, kind of smile. So that'll be interesting. But for me, more than anything, it's about quality of life and being able to eat, not being in pain. My teeth are pressure sensitive and they're temperature sensitive. So, eating very hot foods, difficult. Very cold foods, impossible without excruciating pain. I don't drink ice water. I drink room temperature water because it doesn't hurt. Having a cold beer, very, very painful. So ice cream, so these are the things that I hope to eliminate. There's also a number of other things like, heart health and like kidney health, liver health, brain health. At this point, gingivitis has been linked to Alzheimer's. So removing the damaged teeth and the broken teeth and the rotting teeth, as well as eliminating any of the gum disease through this, procedure, can really is important to help reduce the risks of those other problems in life. So, it's targeting a bunch of different potential issues with one fix. So I think I'm going to end it here with talking about one thing I think is super important. I don't know how, if we could start a movement to have dental covered by all medical insurance. It doesn't make any sense that they don't. Your oral health has been linked to your body health, your overall health, in studies done for decades, many, many decades. We've all known that your oral health has everything to do with the rest of your health in general. So the fact that they don't cover it and they treat our teeth as luxury bones makes no sense. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to get implants or dentures or whatever. The fact is, even if you need a cavity filled, that should be covered under an insurance plan that doesn't cost you anything additional other than your normal health insurance that you pay for. Dental insurance shouldn't be separate from your normal insurance. So that's a movement we should definitely start. We should all pay attention to our oral health, and it's important for everybody. So until next time, when I update you again, signing off.